and gentlemen, welcome to another Ronin review hosted by my partner in crime, TJ Qanba, and myself.
Mr. Adam Ronin.
That's right. We're doing something different. This is the last and final possible piece of product from Qanba we can do.
Unless they send us something else.
Do they even make anything else? I don't know. That'd be sweet if they just sent us like their interns. Like, here, what do you think of her?
What do you think of Eileen? She's all right. Actually, she only types like
she makes
28
like
words per
coffee,
minute.
Like
yeah, so maybe she could up her game a little bit.
Yeah.
But
we're just assuming that their interns are women. I'm sorry. That's
no, just that one specifically. Steve had problems. We had to let Steve.
Yeah,
go.
Steve pieced out. He was like, he was a NRS player.
So, the plain and simple truth is that we are always talking about fight sticks, and we buy expensive fight sticks, and then we travel to places out yonder to challenge foes with said fight sticks. How do we get them there?
Well, generally, you just buy a backpack or a duffel bag or something of your sort, and you stick it in there, and it's a cumbersome experience.
Right, and a scary one sometimes, too.
Yeah, because you've got your sticks unless you're using the link.
Yeah, there's 4 of you that are cramming into, like, a Honda. You know, or like a tiny
experiences. You're speaking from experience.
Yeah, that was a tiny Ford Focus. This combo breaker will be in a tiny Honda. It sounds like as well. So with these, it's only 15 hours. Don't worry. So when you take your fight stick and you place it in the bag, maybe it's going in the overhead bin of the airplane, or it's going in a trunk with everybody's gear and all of your smelly clothes. So you need a way to protect it, right? And you need something that's kind of handy. My very first fight stick bag, so to speak, was the Street Fighter B bag.
And it's sweet. Like this, this now is like a staple of the last like 2 years of RG4 and fight game life. This is there's memories here.
Exactly. So it did a pretty great job, but it's just truthfully, it's just a really plain backpack that just happened to have some cool patches and stuff. And then I added some things at tournaments that I went to. Like here's got a little Evo keychain, right? And then I was like combo breaker, and I was like, look at this little Ryu, I'm gonna add him there.
So cool.
And then I was like, man, I'm never gonna use these that came with my pre-order of Street Fighter Vanilla 4.
Oh.
So I was like, I'll put them on here. And then I'm standing there. It looks like it's flowing in the breeze. Yeah.
But like, how do these cool decor pieces protect your stick?
They don't in the slightest.
Oh, so it would be nice.
Like some of these keychains are like here purposely to scratch it. Feel how heavy this Ryu keychain is. That thing's a
it's like it's like 9 pounds.
Right. So the disadvantage to this bag is that it doesn't have any other built-in padding. Like this is meant to, like, I think literally hold like notebooks and
this is you take that to school papers. And then the jocks make fun of you, like, oh, you got a Street Fighter bag, football though.
He's like, I'll give you a short. You can So these guys stepped up and they're like, listen, we make really nice fight sticks. Let's make something to protect them as well. Thus the review for the Qanba Guardian today.
So this is a bag for your fight stick. Our first experience with the fight stick was with the Qanba Guardian bag was at Evo 2016. Our buddy Shijinki Dink, who is an NRS player that we love, he bought one of these, and you know, for his
Injustice stick.
He's gonna, that's right. And we're like, that's a nice bag. That's really sweet. And then, you know, as time goes on, Qanba ended up sending us this one, and. What do you know? What do we think about it?
So I think the big thing is, like, everybody's like, dude, I got a bag, I'm gonna throw it in that. There's no reason to invest in that, right? I'm not spending $60 because that's what it currently is on their website. It's $59. We actually found some resellers that had them cheaper than that. So while I don't always trust resellers, they are cheaper, so maybe there's some risk there.
The original MSRP of this is $89.99, so could be upwards to a $100 backpack depending on tax or where you're buying it. Depending on markup, but
shipping and stuff sometimes.
So right now, like Tim says on Qanba's website, it's marked down $30. So it's a $60 bag.
That's where I would buy it. That's the safe bet, directly from them.
Totally.
So that being said, is this guy worth $60? Let's talk about that. And
immediately, I'll tell you, I think so. Yes, because fight sticks are a financial investment. A lot of the times, as we've said before, they're premium products. If you were to buy the Dragon, that is a $320 stick. You're not going to want to throw that in a JanSport from fucking Target.
Yeah, I've kept track of how much my Wrap 4 cost, and the base price on the Wrap 4 currently is $149. Mine is a $220 stick with everything that I've added into it. So if you think about any other product in your house that's $220, would you just like open your bag and like zip it up and then take off? Probably not, right? So you want to protect it. This guy offers some of those features. So for example, the bottom, right? You're gonna be at a tournament for 8 hours, you take your backpack off, you're sitting in a chair, you set it down, instantly this guy's gonna bottom out. So whatever your stick is doing is it's gonna concrete floor. There it is. This guy does not have that problem because they put a little base on it. It's got some little feet. I'm not saying that it's got drop
there's nothing
protection
in it right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, you get a much better chance of just setting it down, watching a match.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because sticks are heavy. You don't want them on your back all day long, especially at a tournament when you're on your feet for 6-7 hours. That shit sucks.
Yeah, or if you're at like a 24-hour tournament, you know, you've been there for 18 hours, you're going to sit down for a minute. So this guy's going to offer, you know, kind of a base to it. Like I said, it's not drop protection. I wouldn't say this is like an otter box where you can safely drop your stick, but this is going to help it from, you know, bumping into the concrete over and over and over and over again. Let's go to the inside of these guys.
Ooh, let's get inside of it. I'm coming in. I'm coming in, baby girl.
So one of the first things that I noticed when I opened this is that it actually, so it's got the clip set up, but then it's got a zipper on top as well.
Right.
So it's not like there's a chance of your stick falling out, but they really went out of their way to make sure there's no chance of your stick falling out.
Yeah. The form factor is obviously very rectangular. It's meant for fight sticks.
It's meant to hold a fight stick. Yeah. If it's not holding a fight stick, it would hold like even a really large laptop with like no problem whatsoever.
I mean, that's actually a good point. It's made for fight sticks, but it's still, when it comes down to it, this is a backpack. You know, this would be really good for traveling, backpacking if you're doing it. This is good for school because you know how many books you get. Well, I don't know. They gave us books in the 90s. Now everything's probably digital.
Yeah, everything is downloaded or whatever.
But, you know, there's many uses for this bag, especially with the rectangular form factor. It's great for books and stuff like that if that's your thing.
Exactly. So on the inside of this guy, show them the inside of the shark's mouth.
Boom.
Hey Bruce, how you doing?
Hey.
So inside of mine, just simple, it does have like a secondary pocket. You know, your backpack at home is probably gonna have something very similar. What's different about this one is the back of it has like a reinforcement and a foam to it. So again,
it's hard to show you that, but it's there.
Yeah, so and that, I mean, you can kind of see like with these extra panels here, again, that if you set it down, one, it's not just jamming into your back, but also it's got that shape built into it to help, again, protect. So a little bit of that foam casing to it. In terms of material, whatever you have at home, you know, probably like the standard like nylon or whatever. This has like this tweed thing going on.
Yeah, it's a really, I couldn't begin to tell you what it's made out of. But it's
a woven,
a
woven fabric.
It feels like money, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, this is a quality, this is a pricey bag.
Exactly.
It's good.
Yeah, so for that, you know, I'd say that, you know, it's got some good quality to it. It's got the ability to hold a fight stick. It's got the ability to protect a fight stick.
And it's got a bunch of nicks and crannies for extra buttons, things like that.
One thing that you do want to do, no matter what, right? Because I see this bag at every tournament because they sold them in a major retailer. This one is sold specifically for the fight game world. Do something to add a little bit of love to it.
Yeah,
make it your own, people.
Because this is like a recipe for a Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan, Freaky Friday swap movie. So like you'll set it down, Jimmy Joe Blow's gonna set his stick down, and you're gonna grab it.
So sick of Jimmy Joe Blow.
I know, and you're gonna grab it, and it's gonna be the same. You're gonna go sit down for your big match against Daigo. You're gonna pull it out. Boom! Hello Kitty stick! And then your mind game's all effed up, and you're like, I can't win! Daigo beats you. It's over. Jimmy Joe Blow gets down. He pulls out his awesome dragon.
You knew you were gonna beat him.
You knew you were gonna beat him.
In your head, you had that on lock.
And then Jimmy Joe Blow pulls out the dragon. He's like, oh shit! And he wins Evo. It's like, guys,
it's embarrassing.
Customize your bag. Put some stickers on it. There's some little pins. Get a Mad Ball thing for Christ's sakes.
I just went and I bought this. It's got this Joker pin that I will be adding to this guy, so you can tell. And then I bought this cool Gremlins pin too.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, I got Gizmo riding in a car. You know, because nobody else is gonna have Gizmo riding in a car on theirs.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I mean, there's not much to it. It's a good bag. It's worth the $60.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is it worth the $90? It really depends. But I say yes. It's worth it because if you got a $300 stick, totally protect that motherfucker.
Yeah.
What about questions? As per usual,
you're gonna have some. There's some comment things below. You click. There's like a little arrow. You click the arrow, it expands, or you just scroll down.
Let's pierce this here. Let's do it. What if I did it?
I probably would just take it and punch you in the face later.
Views.
Yeah. Here's your scrotum when you're not paying attention. Who knows? Or tweet us.
Twitters. Yeah, do the things. I don't have the bag, so they only sent us one. So I'll just be like, yeah, it's nice. Qanba.
So again, shout out to those guys. Check out their website, 8art.com. You can order all their stuff.
Yeah.
And subscribe.
Do the Gremlins theme song. Wait, no, I'm doing that's Pee Wee Herman. Right? That's the Pee Wee Herman song? Wait, what's the Gremlins one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.